Yo, Scoochie, Heard Of Podcast. That's what we're gonna call this, and you already know that. But point being, if you ever gonna get on camera, man, don't let your hair look like this. Please. Oh my God, I feel bad. I feel bad for myself, but not that bad because I kind of let this happen. I'm gonna get a haircut on either Thursday or Friday. Just went over there today. It was closed. I don't get how they be closed all the time, man. Like, nah, niggas don't need their haircut. I know that niggas will need their haircut on Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. And it's not happening. Nothing's happening on those times. But I've also been trying to keep this straight in line. So, it's kind of coming in there. I'm this ugly motherfucker. Goddamn, I look at myself on camera, man. Thank God for that glare. I kind of not see myself. But hey, what I really want to talk about though was shit like World War III and all that. Like what's y'all takes on World War III? Personally, it's not gonna be a World War III because America's already in like World War fucking 22. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know how you're not concerned with that because America's been in Iran's pocket. Look at all the bases. Look at all the bases that America has and shit surrounding Iran. Just look at this, Be like, oh yeah, they definitely working hard. I left my porn up. Excuse me, I can't get through that. USA bases in Middle East. And because I know this is the picture that y'all been seeing. This is the one I saw too. This is ridiculous right here, man. This just don't make no sense. See if I can, oh, okay. No, I can't really get it in widescreen. But, look at this. So somebody look at this. So, I don't want to write on it. Kuwait's like the only one. Kuwait is like a very popular, you guys see that, right? You can find it. Okay, so anyway. Kuwait is, I think, I can look that up too, but I'm not. Kuwait is like America's. I remember hearing about Kuwait when I was fucking in like high school and stuff, learning about military bases that America has. Well, not really, but things that America has like done over there in the Middle East, and Kuwait was one of those things. I'm like, oh, okay, Kuwait, I remember that. But you look at Kuwait and see where it is in relation to Iran. It's like, man, they done surrounded the whole block. And now they looking at Iran like, no, y'all better not do nothing. And it's crazy too. Like, I don't know. They did take that shot and get rid of that dude, but I think when it really comes down to like the rah-rah, the only niggas that's gonna go out there and fight are gonna be, unfortunately the stupid people that are over there in fucking Iran or in the surrounding places around Iran. But it's like, nah, son, I do not think they're gonna try to kill Iran. Because America said so? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. I think people are a lot smarter than we give them credit for, especially abroad. Over there abroad on the other side of the world, like in the Middle East, like no, they don't handle things like we do out here. Now, of course, they gotta make money and raise children, do business, keep their martial arts up, maybe their sports and things like that. But it has nothing to do with like people dying. In America, it kind of has almost everything to do with someone dying for it. Like I don't mean to say that America's gonna try to kill you for going to work, but they're gonna pay you not enough. They're gonna give you that bull crap 9-hour shift and say that it's 8. Or they give you a lunch because they're giving me lunch. I got to stay for another 30 minutes or some shit because they're not gonna pay me for it. And again, it's like it had nothing to do with the money. Like the reason why you can't live in America, I'm writing a few of these things down so I can stay on topic. The reason why you can't live in America is because you can't necessarily work for yourself. You do not work for yourself. You can save your money. Yeah, you can save your money. That's cool. You can save your money. You can even invest. You can invest and do things like that. But unless you know what to invest in, unless you know how to save your money, it's just not going to work. Now, why do I say it like that? Well, everybody has money. You have to be smart with money. Everybody has to be smart with money. Yeah, but for Negroes, like, how you going to be smart with money when you ain't got no money? Oh, well, you just ain't on your grind, little hustle. You just ain't on your grind. All right, I admit that. I admit that. I'm not on my grind like I probably should be. All right, that don't mean you got to go out there and sell drugs and nothing like that. No, you can get it the right way through going to school and then getting a good job and all that. But look at that. You're still not working for yourself. Essentially, you have to put in 12 years for some other motherfucker in order to be able to work for yourself for what? For another 5 or 6 years? That makes sense, but it doesn't. It's like I'm gonna do my absolute best to stop saying like. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. I will not say like anymore, unless it's me saying it is like, or I'm comparing something. But I promise you, I will not say that word while as a filler. I will not fill my time with you guys. I will do so with pauses and looks down and to the side and up. All right, I will not waste your time with filler words. Okay, I promise. Well, I'm gonna do my best to keep the promise, but I promise. All right, so yeah, you can save your money and do all those things, but you still have to work for him. Now, for Negroes and stuff, what I'm trying to say is that there's no warehouse for you to go to where I know this place is black owned. There used to be. There are lots of warehouses that are like dilapidated. I'm in Long Beach right now, so if you go on Carson, if you go on Delamo, on the other side of Santa Fe, you go over that bridge, you start seeing look, all that stuff right there, just not in use, mother loving warehouses and stuff. Oh no, I don't even do work there. Yeah, who worked there? Who worked there? And it's no offense to my Latino brothers, like, nah, we need them. They need to keep doing their thing because America took freaking Mexico from them and all that. I stand with that. That's bad. That's something that needs to be corrected and changed. But they brought Negroes over here from Africa, like. And I ain't saying that some people done forgot about that because they haven't, but the reason why it feels like people have forgotten is because, people don't work for themselves, man. You work a whole 4 or 5 years and you wonder, damn, are you sure I can have a kid? Have a kid during those 4 or 5 years. And you gonna be living hand to foot with the little jobs they got around here. In order to raise a child, you need like 100 grand, 100 grand to 500 grand. You can't just live off. You can't just live off scraps. You can't just live off scraps, and that's what they're gonna try to hand you. They're gonna be like, here, take this $60,000 a year, man. It's like, bro, I can't really do much with 60 G's a year. I can. A single young black man who live with his family. I can. It's easy. If you give me 60,000 goddamn dollars, boy, I'll do something with it. Like pay my bills and stuff. But as far as investing, I need to find a way to save all 60 grand of that so that way I can invest with that. And what's the chances of, and I'm not saying that there's no chance of that because there is a chance of that. Responsible people have done it a plenty and a many times, but it's just getting scarce. It's getting very scarce now. For me right now, I'm having an issue with my background not coming through on time. So I'm in this temp agency right now, and they're trying to help me out, but my background won't. Yeah, all right, I'm meeting these finger quotes, goddammit. My background won't come back. And it's just frustrating me because it's been a whole week and about a day and a half now. I'm like, well, can you at least get me started in the job? And then when they ask for a background, give them a run around because if they're running me around, can I run them around? But, unfortunately, it's not about me having a job. It's about them putting up, and I mean those finger quotes. Right? I'm keep saying that I mean it. No, I'm not. But they mean that. They really do. They mean that. They don't want to put up the wrong candidate. And then this dude be like, oh, well, we would have known that had we just looked at the background, like it's very important for Negroes, and I would say that a lot, probably Negroes and ninjas. It's very important that the Negroes and ninjas specifically get their, backgrounds together. If you got to get some expunge and all that, go help and do that. Personally, I'm waiting on the statute of limitations. I know it's been at least 6 or 7 or 8 years since I've done whatever the fuck I've done. Who knows? But fucking, I really need that, like things like that to come through so I can get a job, right? But I ain't saying to get you a wrap around because I'm kind of wrapping myself around too. It's like, why your background not coming back? All the other niggas' background coming back and yours not? You did something. I did something. Yeah, maybe I did something. But at least if the background would just come through in the 2 days like they said it would, I could begin to assess what needs to be done so I can get my background taken care of. But personally, I don't believe in that background stuff anyway. Ugh. I do and I don't. You know, like niggas done been killers and stuff, but until he kill a nigga at the job, that background don't really mean nothing, man. You know, personally, there are just so many things that come from a racist standpoint. You know, that's like, nah, son, you're not about to fool me with that. You're really not. You're really just not, man. I know the background is important. I should know what kind of person you are, but motherfucker, I'll figure that out when you're on the job. You know, I'd rather just hire this nigga for 3 weeks just so he can be in a trial period, and if it don't work out, I get rid of him and get somebody else. I don't want to get rid of nobody like that, but you know, that's how I feel like it should be done for me because I can work out in that type of situation. You know, give me a day or two up in there, and you're gonna want to hire me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know, obviously, I'm over here doing this podcast, so that's not true. But that's how I feel because I am a people person like that. You know, I don't be trying to get on niggas' nerves, and I'm definitely not trying to work. I want to work, but I'm starting to realize ever more it's becoming a lot more prevalent that I need to be able to work for myself. All right, and as this 2020 stuff approaches, it's like maybe this is a good way to go. Maybe, just maybe. I'm probably not gonna edit this video too much. I'm just gonna upload it right as it is. But I feel like this is a good route to go. I really do. Just because, you know, like I be listening to dudes like RZA on the line. I'm a Free Methodist, by the way. I believe in Jehovah Jireh, the Lord God our provider. But yeah, I'll be listening. You know, I love this. Yeah, because I don't believe you should say God either, because God is an acronym. I know God is an acronym. It's only been hinted at me that God is an acronym, but I really mean that. The word God is an acronym because English was like the last language to come. So basically, we be speaking in lies. Like, we don't even realize that. If your main language is English, my nigga, you don't even realize that you're probably speaking a whole lot of crap. But that's how they set English up, you know? Like, it sounds so right, but you know, now of course there are probably some Spanish words and French words where they're infringing upon, you know, the universe too. But I know for a fact that with English, we definitely are infringing. Just because of words like this, God. You know, like what does that mean? Back then they called him Jehovah Jireh or El Shaddai or Adonai. You know, like all types of names, and even the Buddhist gods. I'm sure they got names for that. The Indians had names. You know, they all have specific names. So I'm wondering why in these coming times they don't want us to use the Lord's, and maybe I shouldn't say the Lord's name either. They don't want us to use Jehovah's name. They don't want us to use Jehovah's name. You know, like kind of shout out to the Jehovah Witnesses. Because they be out there like, no, nigga, Jehovah. Who is God? Sorry, Jehovah. You know, and they use it too, but they put that stuff right there. And there's only a few sects of Christianity that's even plausible these days. Like Free Methodist is one, Baptist is kind of like, all right, maybe, but they start doing some stuff. Jehovah's Witnesses, they be out there walking around, knocking on your door, making sure you saved. So, yes, all right, Jehovah's Witnesses is right up there on the list, and that's really it. That's really it. Those are like the last three sects of Christianity that's even viable anymore. All the other ones are like, No offense to Catholics, because the Catholics, they're like, nigga, if you Catholic, you need to answer questions, and you need to be proud to answer those questions, okay? Because Catholicism ain't looking too good right now either. Now, of course, that's Catholicism in the highest positions and stuff, you know, the Pope and all that stuff. You living out there like near, you know, I guess in a richer area, because, you know, all the Catholics that I know are normal. They ain't out there fucking no kids, nigga. But shit, all the Catholics that I see on TV, all right, yeah, whole different story. And of course, I'm sure Free Methodists got some problems too. And I know Baptists got some problems and all types of stuff be on TV. But, you know, I'm here because I want to be the nigga to come out and say something against it. Or at least, you know, be like, nah. That's not how everybody think. Nigga, no, look at us. We don't do that. We don't live like that, you know? And as I know, Free Methodism, or however you gotta pronounce it, Free Methodists, they don't get down like that. Like, we believe in science like a motherfucker. Okay, like my pastor doesn't bring science in all the time into his sermons, but that's because, you know, you haven't asked him about it. On Sunday, ain't no time for science. On Sunday, we here to meet the people and give them what they need and send them out. You talk to him on a Monday or a Tuesday, like I have before. He'll tell you that yeah, there's some scientific aspects about all this that needs to be discussed and you know, put into its proper context, like the history of Jesus. You know, that's a big thing. Where was he a actual Yeshua? Was he actually Yeshua? You know, the man, the God who was all three in one, and who attained the Holy Spirit after he was baptized by his big cousin, or was he, like I kind of believe, was he just, and not so much as a figurehead, but a good story. Like there's always, what is chapters here? I feel like there's always been saviors. There's always been a savior or saviors, because at different periods of times, the people were going through things and they needed to be saved. Because you got to remember, the Spirit is right here. God is right here. Because you can't. Why would God? Let's talk about that another time. I'm gonna write that down. Talk about that in a second. All right. Question is, why would God remain in the sky? Oops. Why would Jehovah, my Lord? See, that takes some time right there. I'm gonna put Adonai shorter. Why would Adonai remain in the sky if he made the whole universe? Okay, boom. Like, simple question. We'll come back to that in just a second. But what was I just talking about?